One of the Aaron and Austin Show's favorite sponsors is R&J Discount Liquor. We find they have the best selection of bourbons and whiskeys probably in town.
Yeah, make sure you get with Dustin in there. That guy knows his stuff. He'll always point you in the right direction, and everything they got there is always at a good price. It's at Douglas and Hillside. Anytime you need some booze, go down to R&J's.
Diaper Jam 2025, once again coming to you from Bourbon Street Bar and Grill on South Seneca.
Make sure you get out there April 19th. Aaron and Austin Show is going to be there all day long.
We got loads of bands and vendors. It's going to be a really good time. You should come out.
Bring a pair of diapers. You get into the door for free. Not 2 pairs. 6 pairs.
Yeah, me too. I need.
I don't know why I got pairs in my head.
Please wear diapers. It's a Diaper Jam.
He did wear diapers.
Yeah. Sacred Leaf is Wichita's favorite CBD store in town. Go check out Nikki. Tell her that the Aaron and Austin Show sent you. For the best selection of gummies and the highest possible legal THC that you can find in Wichita, go check out Sacred Leaf.
Whiskey Dick's definitely an Aaron Austin Show favorite. Get out there anytime. They have specials every day on food and drinks. They got happy hour from 3 to 6. And how many whiskeys they got in that place, Aaron?
I think they have the most whiskeys in town. And every Monday you can do any whiskey under $25 a shot for half price.
I think there's 700 plus in that.
Probably so. So Mopigs is just north of Weston Central in the old Game Exchange building.
And there's really, you can find a little bit of everything from collectibles to Pokemon cards to action figures to video games. They have a lot of cool stuff in there, and you can also get art by Stephanie Nash. Make sure you check out Mopigs and everything. PK Pest Management. For all your pest control needs, get with Austin or contact 316-305-7108. And it's also fly season, so if you need that fly spray, get with it.
On Tuesdays, you can usually find the Aaron and Austin Show hanging out at the Cowboy Inn. It's one of our favorite sponsors. Every Tuesday, they have a open mic there, hosted by Jacoby Lee Winter.
So get down and check us out on Tuesday nights, and check out the Cowboy Inn all the time.
Check out the Rusty Nail for everyday food and drink specials, especially Hammer Time. Every day from 4 to 7, half-price drinks. And on Saturdays, we have some of the best live music in town.
Get with PK Pest Management for all of your pest control needs, 316-305-7108. For any termite inspections or anything under the sun, we'll take care of any problem that you have.
Be sure you visit the Jukebox on Seneca and Walker. They have great daily drink specials and karaoke and live music on the weekends. Go check out the Jukebox.
Great food today from Papa C's food truck, Papa C's barbecue.
Yeah. I had a little brisket mac. That was good.
I just ate straight brisket today. We went down, didn't we, Annie?
Yeah, you went about a half pound of brisket.
Yeah, we went straight brisket today. It was delicious.
Good.
Thank you. And we always love to get Angie's Tacos at the Cowboy after. Angie's got the tightest tacos in town, so make sure you get over there.
If you make that her slogan, I swear to God.
I'm trying my hardest. But and she's also at Shamrock some nights, so follow Angie's Tacos.
She's
all
been
over the place.
expanding. Yeah,
Yep.
she's been doing it.
Bills, but we always got to shout out to Rusty Nail, Mopigs, Whiskey Dick's, Cowboy Inn, and all in Jukebox. All those people help pay the bills here. Yeah. So we couldn't be doing this show without all of our brilliant sponsors.
We got Sacred Leaf, we got R&J on trade.
Yeah, and we got to
we really appreciate our
it takes a lot to make the Aaron and Austin Show go, so we really appreciate you. R&J's even gave us a new brand new cast.
Oh yeah, I'll show you.
So. For 4th of July weekend.
The first ones to get that bottle is Ezra Brooks 99. It's aged in port wine casks, so it's got a little bit of a back end flavor,
it's blow your hair back in is what's gonna happen.
It ain't bad. Hey, this ain't as bad as what they usually give us, man. They usually try to knock us out.
Yeah, I mean 99 proof is actually a little
115 proof bottle. I think last week.
And, last week.
15.
Man,
ain't nobody driving nowhere.
Right.
Ain't nobody. You can't even light a match around that motherfucker. But it was. I mean, they tried. If you.
Well, this one's really good. I like
if you like some. If you like the tough whiskeys, R&J's got you. They got you sold on that.
Well, they got probably the best whiskey selection in town.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think so.
All day. So, here we are, 4th of July week. With girl gang coming in, which is that what we saw a little montage today of that.
The girl gang.
So we want to get all into that, but
okay.
Welcome Mass Art Co. and introduce everybody or tell us what's going on.
This is Jatira Price. She's my right hand gal for now, and she's my son's girlfriend as well. Kudos, she's a very sweet girl. I am so happy and blessed. I just have to say that. And this is Tajane, aka Miss V. She is also a Wichita rap hip hop artist and spoken word artist and singer / mom / business owner /
there you
model.
Oh, nice.
She's out here doing it. She's been doing it for a hot minute. Her mother, Laura Valentine, is an OG in this town. She was also a rapper. So
shout out.
Shout
Shout out to
out to
your
you,
mom.
Mom Dukes.
Shout out to mommy.
And we even got
Mama
a shout out
Dukes.
in early, so she
Yeah.
listen to that shit forever for us.
Mhm.
But we appreciate. So you had sounds like you had a pretty cool mom that promoted, helped you.
She's pretty cool, and she's definitely my number one supporter. One of my number one supporters. Yes.
And that's what we always loved when we met this lady. She was a big supporter of her son, and that was always that's a breath of fresh air for anybody.
it
That's,
really is.
that anybody that wants any local music or any music scene to succeed, you need parents helping.
Most definitely, I agree.
Kids
I
out.
agree. Yes.
Well, and if you have kids, man, you have visions in your head about like, I want me and my kids take on the world.
Of
Yes.
course.
You know, and
Yes.
and to actually be able to accomplish some of that's really cool. Like,
Yes.
to see that on the back end is
Absolutely.
that's
Well,
pretty awesome.
in your ways, I'm always happy when family don't always work together, but when it does, it's great. When family can find a way to, work together, and you find people that you trust, it sure makes making art and all kinds of shit a lot easier. I feel like. So
Yeah.
it's always nice to me when I see a mom and a son, or a boyfriend and girlfriend, or any of that working together. It's always
So,
pretty
so I
badass.
think the problem with all that is fights.
It
right?
is.
Like, I mean, we just fight, right? Yeah,
is.
but hey, it's about getting through that fight, though.
Of
Sometimes,
course, every time.
it's a
Yeah.
it's a Kansas motto, man. To the stars with
Yeah.
difficulty. We get
Yes.
there, and difficulty makes us stronger. The fights, we just got to go through that sometimes.
Me
Whenever
and
you're
Uncle
uncomfortable,
King
it's room
for
fight
growth.
like brother and sister
We
when
just
it,
gotta
when
go
it comes
through
to
it.
the business and what we're doing and what we should do. And I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, I'm not talking. You have to. I'm not talking to you as your mom. I'm talking to you as your manager. I'm
Yeah, you
telling you
gotta-
right now, I'm about to drop your ass if you don't come the hell on.
Put your thick skin on. We
What are
finna
you
talk.
doing out here? We ain't doing nothing. Like,
Mamas don't play.
Yeah, and then the mom is like, okay, well, what do you need? Like, new
Right.
mic, got it. What else? What are we doing? Merch, okay, yeah, stuff like that. But
Yeah, so a friend of mine, I'm not going to mention him, but he came over here today and helped us move the studio around because him and his girl was fighting, and he's trying to tell me what was going on. I go, man, that's just a pressure fight. That there was this pressure building up and it had to pop off. You ain't fighting about nothing. Like you didn't tell me any reason that y'all fighting at all.
right.
But it's just kind of a pressure fight. You know what I mean?
It
Like
is.
like
That's a
like
good
like
way to put
just little things.
I like
pop,
that
boil
word.
up and
Yeah.
Pressure fight.
it's just a pressure fight. Let it pop off, and we good, right? We're okay.
Yeah.
We both needed that.
Well, and I
maybe?
think you got to be people that don't run from that shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
let's-
That's
Can
how
we
I
have a
know-
5-second uncomfortable conversation so we don't hate each other for
Oh my
months?
God.
Like
No,
that.
seriously.
Hey, and if we can't have that conversation, how close are we?
Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly.
Right.
Really.
It
Uncomfortable
always-
conversations
It
is
always
what builds the
circles back
strongest
to,
relationships.
That's what I think.
They really do.
It really is, and most of the time they only a few minutes long. It's only like I don't hate everything about you. I just quit doing this shit right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and sometimes you might have a real reason why you're doing that shit, and might change what I think. So it's always good to get those things out in the air, especially if you're working with anybody in any kind of artistic form, because that changes
Yeah, for
everything.
sure.
It does.
Amen to that.
Because people will feel like you don't care about their art, or you don't care, or you're not letting them in the swing. But if you already invited them to be there, you got to let them be part
Well,
of it.
and let's be real. Artists are weird.
Oh yeah.
All right,
We're
artists,
weirdos.
Artists,
Very.
artists
We're
are fucked
weirdos.
up. Artists are all fucked up. We got our own problems, our own trauma, our own
Absolutely.
like
All
all
day.
that, right?
That's what it's all
and,
about.
And so like. We kind of got to figure each other out, you know.
Right.
I told my husband, like we ain't getting married till we have one good knockdown drag out, and I
Absolutely.
know how you fight, because there's certain ways that you can fight me, and I'm
That
not going to
part.
accept it.
Yeah, if
You
he
know
goes
what I
to
mean?
just
That part.
yanking on your
You feel
dreads,
me?
what you
Yeah.
gonna do?
That part. I know. He's right.
He just
I understand.
He just go to
You know what I mean?
swinging your ass around by your
I'm
dreads.
just
I should have took that approach instead of.
I was like,
I warned
we-
you 5 million times.
We
not
ain't
to
getting
do all
married
that.
till we have a fucking knockdown,
Yes,
drag it out.
absolutely.
Because I need to know how you fight.
Yeah.
And if it's
I
acceptable
feel like we
for
could
me
sell
in the
this. You
long
and Justin
run.
gonna do another fight? We could do like a.
Now we writing the book, man. We writing the book. We've been
Yeah,
married.
we
We've been
did.
married over 10 years, so that's a gay forever.
That is.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah,
I think after the 10 years, you're good.
Shit,
It's
that's
done.
a straight forever
we
too.
writing the book.
It ain't-
Yeah.
It ain't just a gay friend. In this day and age. Shit, you make it 5 years, you're doing a lot.
If I'm letting you change my credit score, you fuck with me, you stuck with me.
Yeah,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit.
I know.
So weren't you a part of Montage with Eddie here recently? How'd that go? And what is that? Ain't that the name of the show that it was? Or did I fuck it up?
You talking about Dinner Table with EB?
No. She was working with Eddie Legacy on that
Eddie Legacy.
montage.
Yeah.
Like it was like a music / a fashion show and everything.
I remember that. That was at Candela.
It was at through Harvester Arts. Yes.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was cool.
That's the last time we saw you. So
You said you were yelling in the background. Okay, got it.
You're supposed to be wearing headphones. You won't hear none of that shit.
The last time I saw you, the process was going.
some
things transpired. I gave this speech multiple times about how we can't bring all of our friends with us. That you have to separate
that's a hard
what
reality.
you're trying to do is building your brand from friends and associating certain things in art shows or your platform or where you're actually, where you are.
Yeah.
I'm just going to speak real spakes, okay? As minority people, as brown people, it is not easy to obtain certain spaces here in white Wichita.
Oh, you sure?
White Kansas. Come on.
Come on.
Shit, and the state above us, and the state to the
It's
when we
regional.
get an opportunity or a door opens for us, we want to represent ourselves
and take advantage of that opportunity.
absolutely to the highest stature. You know what I'm saying? Because we, every day we walk out the door, it's a challenge. It's a challenge to take one step out the door for us. We're always on display. We are always monitored, and throughout life, it's always, today what do I have to do to prove myself again? And it never goes away, it never ends. So when you're giving us an opportunity, you want to dedicate your time professionally and poise, and you don't want any mistakes. You don't want,
or as little as possible. I mean,
Yeah.
every show you're gonna put on gonna give you some bullshit,
Right.
but
So-
for the most part, you want to be as professional as
Comes
possible.
down to-
absolutely. So at some point in this development, I want to say at the end-ish, we made changes with friends that had absolutely nothing to do with the entire situation, or they weren't there from the beginning. They weren't contributing. They weren't a contributing
or
factor.
paying to get in, or none of that.
No.
Yeah, it turns into like a party instead of a show.
And that's
Yeah,
kind of what
real
happened.
party.
It was a mishap. I had children in my section. I had children.
See, they kind of.
And so we can't. I didn't think that certain things fit, and we just, it was just a thing that, I'd rather just not. I want your friendship more than I want anything else. I don't just please make sure it's tasteful and nothing's flying out.
Right. Oh, like that.
Oh,
Right.
so it went a little.
It didn't really fit the show, and
Well, it was a
a
fashion
lot of
show.
people have come forward and said,
Well, and it was like an all day during the day show.
I didn't
like,
understand
too. This
why
wasn't
that
no,
was part of the
This
thing.
wasn't no, like no midnight burlesque show.
Not my responsibility to answer that part. You need to go ask that other person. And so I took accountability and apologized to moms because
It got a little inappropriate for some of the crowd that was there. Is what I'm hearing.
well, let's just say some bids fell the fuck out.
All right.
Man bits.
Oh wow.
From the kids.
Damn, we went
Come on
fucking
now.
we went fucking full Monty on this.
Well,
On some kids.
I don't think
Yeah.
it wasn't on purpose,
Shit.
but I was.
It wasn't on purpose.
It wasn't
ain't
on-
like
I-
dicks just be falling out of costumes.
Wardrobe malfunction.
I'd like to say it wasn't on purpose, but then when I
Wardrobe
seen when I
malfunction,
seen
maybe.
the old dude behind us throwing money, the trick that we invited, then I knew at that point, because this is what I was told, that
You scheduled this?
all
Karen?
of the things that I just taught
I'm
you
sorry,
went in one ear and right out the other. We can't always associate everything we want to do in certain spaces, and I just did not agree with it. There was no apologies made.
Well, it's
I
obviously
made apologies
that's-
to the moms, and then I was basically, we just need to ignore it for now. Everybody just laugh it off. But I didn't.
But
I've been
obviously
doing
that
this
wasn't
over
a place
decade.
for any of something like that
At all.
whatsoever.
No, I'm surprised that Harvest,
Women, men,
yeah, I'm
whoever. It
surprised
wasn't
that-
like this wasn't like a strip club type thing.
Well,
right, and it wasn't for the most part. The choreography was not enticing sexually at all. I will give her that. But it's just I don't know. I can't tell you if it was something on purpose. I want to say it's not, but it's how we handled it, and we didn't. Marcella did, and she's still handling it by herself. By the way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And instead of saying I apologize or I'm very sorry, I got
Nothing. Kind of fuck off.
just yeah.
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 And
So
then we
I don't
just kind of
care.
moved on. Everybody's looking for me, and I'm like, no, I'm not part of that. And then I found out as we go along, as we separate more from people, we find out, and then we become this huge listening ear to other people that I've never met in my life, sending me 10-page letters of incidents
Oh man.
So I'm like,
So
okay.
are we just okay? Nah.
So
I have
so
to
I was about to make
I
a
have to
bad joke, so
separate
I'm gonna
myself
stop
from that
myself.
because
So-
I'm not trying to.
I'm gonna stop.
It's not me. It's not me.
So I've seen it happen this way. Okay, and what happens is that we get together and we want to give everybody a platform, don't we? We want
Absolutely.
to give everybody a platform, but sometimes our ideas of what art is
That part.
different.
I feel like we can read the room.
But we're not at that point. We've already committed to a show now. We know what we're doing because we prepared for this, right? But like, if the forethought wasn't gone in of like, okay, guys, I realize art goes from here to there, and
Right.
like to be this huge thing. We're gonna focus on this little piece,
And
here.
that's what
and we're gonna do this part here.
I am
you know.
doing this,
Yeah,
and I'm getting
Right.
nothing but,
resistance because you're not
Yeah.
accepting.
or not even
or-
that. Just I'm put in
I
a place
get
where
you.
I feel like I am not being an open person, or I'm not a supportive person.
It's not that's
was
not what
all
it is.
A manipulative tactic.
That's
to
not
make
what
me
it is. That's not what it is.
Yeah,
I'm trying to.
Right.
I'm trying to make art happen. Okay.
This the
And-
world
and-
we
and-
navigate.
and when I'm
This the
trying-
world we navigate right now.
And when I'm trying to put art in front of a demographic that is going to buy this art, or accept this art, or appreciate this art, even, I got to narrow down the parameters, man. Because art is a banana duct taped to a wall.
Literally.
Okay.
Right.
Or it's
So
a
Or a
wrong.
banana falling
So
out of your
wrong.
pants.
You know what I mean?
apparently.
Well,
Boom! a zing.
wait a minute. Okay, but
Apparently,
in a
though.
different setting
Apparently.
with no children.
Exactly.
Thank you.
That,
Exactly.
and that's what I'm trying to say.
I'm for it.
That's what I'm trying to say. We have to have those conversations beforehand to be like, okay, guys, so
But that's
so
the
this
problem.
is what we're
the
trying to do. This is
conversation
what
wasn't
we're
had,
doing.
and this is the reason why we are here with Girl Gang, because after that, it was so many things that transpired with
Y'all were
women.
just, sounds like
Wait,
sounds
hey,
like
hey.
fuck it. We'll do it ourselves. Is what I'm hearing.
No.
Not only fuck it, can I do it myself? I've been doing it by
doing it.
myself.
Well,
I didn't ask for your help. You asked for mine. Let's get this correct.
Yeah, it sounds like you realized your power,
Absolutely.
and it sounds like that you learned a little bit
Yes.
from what happened here on being maybe too wide open.
You can't
and
collab with
accepting.
everybody.
You can't do
Yeah,
business.
Well,
with
maybe
Yeah,
we just,
I would- I would
maybe
love
we just
to.
watch a YouTube video before they come on.
I wish that was real. I wish we could collab with everybody.
I
and
set
wish we
him
could
down
it, but
to
it
do
ain't
that,
real.
by the way.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Maybe we see a little rehearsal.
Not everyone is original or honest from the beginning. So
Or authentic.
And not everybody jives with your art. My art doesn't do with other people's art. Some of them.
I mean, we
okay.
talked about
I
it even in the
appreciate it.
beginning, like just being able to have uncomfortable conversations, like regardless if it's a friend or
that's really
somebody
it,
you're
isn't it?
collaborating with
That's really it.
or whatever. Not everybody even knows how to communicate,
Don't even have the
and let
Oh
alone
my
even
God.
if they know how to communicate, they don't know how to comprehend
No,
know,
they don't.
like-
They don't hear what you're saying, especially
don't
if you
hear
talk.
what-
Especially if you talk fast, they
because
just look
they
at you
agree with
stupid.
what they
You coming for
believe.
me.
You know,
You
it's
coming
like
for me.
And this seems to get worse the older I
Defensive.
get.
yeah.
Man.
You know, like the older I get, the further away from maybe some of the youth culture. All right,
Yeah.
now I'll tell you, I'm 45 years old, but like I'm trying to provide spaces for kids of like 15, 16 to make their art outside of a bar,
Yeah.
outside of like alcohol.
Right.
I'm trying to make spaces for these kids to like do their art, and I don't really have to understand their art. You feel me? Like I may not, because I may have just aged out of that. Like,
Right.
but like I agree. I agree that they need a place to put it. It's art.
Yeah, and,
All
and within
expression.
And
reason.
I'm not-
within
yeah.
reason.
Well, that's the part I'm saying, within the reason, right? Like within reason.
Yeah.
I mean, because we've done drag shows here. I mean, we can do whatever we want as long as it's within reason,
As long as
and
it's
we know what we're
respectful.
getting
And
into.
as, yeah, and as long as we know what we're getting into, that's right. Like if these drag queens are like, okay, so the third act, I just like go full Monty and like bam. All right, well, this is all they just show. We ain't gonna do all that. You know, like,
That's
like-
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's
Well, it sounded like your party it turned from a show to a party, and it got out of control.
ways. I parted ways. I cease and desisted. We are no longer affiliated at all whatsoever. So anything that is moving forward with the montage, that's his business. That's not mine.
It wasn't a one-time show. That's just like his business. It was.
It wasn't his.
No, I mean, I have no idea.
It was never his.
I would also
That's the problem.
say here, just to interject, allow that to maybe come back around later on, because they learning too.
Yeah.
They learning.
And that-
we
yes.
all
Everybody
learn as
is.
we go.
It's-
We all
it-
learn as we
and
go.
sometimes, and I'm always willing to forgive if anybody wants to come to me and say like, "Hey, man, I know that didn't go right."
Well, look, man, we
Let's try
learn by
something
our
different.
mistakes.
Let's try
we
something
learn by our
different.
mistakes and
Right.
our failures.
Right.
You know, I want everybody to feel really comfortable failing, because that's how we all learn. That's how we all get better. You know, I want it to be very acceptable to be like, hey, man.
That sucked. That sucked.
Fucked all that up. I tried that show with you, and
wow, that sucked.
damn, that was an epic
Well,
failure.
first it
you know,
was.
but like, but
it
we
was just
come
a
up.
little bit of this that people saw. I have it in slow mo. Would you like to see it?
The
Well,
first
yeah, kind of.
I had.
Oh, okay. I have it in slow mo.
Yeah.
There was absolutely nothing. There was no safe net at all.
Why? All my
And
family
we
members
I
is
was
there to
told that
support
there would
me.
be. Yeah.
That's the first thing. They're there to support me. They're excited. They're there. I get up to meet them after the show. That's the first thing they're telling me is just
Yeah, well,
Tara,
that was
we
the
saw
thing.
this.
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
it sucks when you have your when you convince a bunch of people to come pay some money and support your thing, because believe it or not, a lot of times any show that people do, a lot of times their friends and family are the people that are supporting a lot of that shit.
One of the
Unless you get
Exactly.
big enough in
one
town,
of the models
you got your friends
had
are
her
supporting shit.
grandparents come.
Yeah.
Grandparents, and when
Oh,
I
she
say
probably was
grandparents, I'm
like-
talking about old Mexico grandparents, and they sat right in the
man.
front.
Well, they got the full show in there.
Like they didn't
Show.
even speak English. I had to go to the front
Catholic
and tell them,
abuela.
talk
So
to
is this
them.
just one guy swinging his dick around, or is this one multiple people?
Hey,
I gotta ask. I'm sorry.
And was it
One, it was
I mean,
one person.
we
It-
beating around the dick a little
Okay,
bit.
hold
Let's
on.
just
was
say
it
what happened.
intentional? Was it intentional or like wardrobe malfunction stuff?
How do you
We
wardrobe
don't- at this
malfunction a
point,
dick?
We don't know. We don't know.
It was. Boy,
You was getting old man balls.
Something could have been worn to avoid the wardrobe
As a plan
malfunction.
B.
What was
but-
the act?
Yeah.
What was they doing? Just dancing or something?
yeah,
Just
they
singing?
were doing their little tricks
Yeah.
on the, whatever. I don't even know what to call
They
it.
were doing their little shit on the catwalk.
Acrobat,
On the
like-
catwalk.
On the catwalk, yes.
I couldn't help. I couldn't help myself.
Sorry. He said it.
There's
I
too
had
many
to follow
fucking
it.
jokes we can make. This is like a joke writer's dream here.
It's not funny, man. It's really
It is now, but it wasn't
Kinda
then.
funny. I mean,
Jesus.
See, it's funny now, but it wasn't then. When you're dealing with this, with a bunch of people in the crowd that are
it
not
sounds like a lot of
prepared
fallout.
for this.
Sounds like a whole lot
It
of
was
fallout.
a lot of fallout.
Yeah,
I'm glad there was
she
no
got
hair.
all of the backlash for it, and they weren't adult enough to approach that and be like, "Hey, my bad." No, it was pointing fingers.
And that's what I wish that people would do, to just go, because they know exactly, they feel the same way
know
as you.
exactly,
They should just
yeah.
been like, yeah, we fucked that up. Sorry.
Exactly.
I mean,
Like,
we
you're
put
not
all
stupid.
that hard
You're not
work
stupid.
into that, and when I tell you
There was
all
a
the
lot.
hard work, I mean all the hard work.
There was a lot.
Okay,
I'm sure.
I didn't sleep for a month and a half.
Yeah,
like,
you guys were-
literally.
you guys
and
were-
not only that,
you guys were
but
going
I
hard when you
took
came
my
into our
time.
show
I
for that.
was still taking care of my mom. She had quadruple bypass surgery.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
You
I'm
told me.
taking care of her, working full time, and dedicating my time to mentor you, help you, walk you through shit, sit you down and watch YouTube videos of model walks because you have no idea what a model
Had
walk
no
looks
idea.
like.
Again,
Has
originality.
no clue.
Do you?
everybody out.
Helping
I bet you got that
helping
model walk.
everybody out.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
and I got. This is what I got, and it hurt me more than anything. It was that the
I
part
guess
that
that's
was
why I
more
couldn't get on the
devastating was the
montage.
fact that I thought we were better than that in between us as individuals. Communication is the
Yeah.
key, right?
Every time. Every
Yeah.
time.
So that
Communication is a huge
just,
part
it
of
was
community.
just it fell short on the communication part.
Well,
and
somebody
I
owes
just-
somebody apology, is what it sounds like.
I'm good. I don't even.
Yeah,
I'm
you would
just
take the
leave it alone.
apology.
Well, I mean,
Don't ever say you wouldn't.
the reality.
No, yeah, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
yeah,
you
but
should
there
know.
was never.
But-
it
It's
was
not
just,
even in some people to apologize though, and
That
it's so
part,
sad.
yeah.
You know, some
Yeah.
people don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
man.
Well, some people don't know
how
how
they make you
Shitty.
feel.
Some people don't know how to apologize, believe it or not.
When they
Yeah.
fuck up, they rationalize it.
But those people suck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
know
did
what
it
you mean.
because,
that.
And that's exactly
Yep,
what
yep.
happened.
Yeah.
and it's like okay.
Hey,
So
hey,
were
hey, but
you
it
in the
sounds
were
like-
you in the model show of this show?
I actually auditioned to be in the montage, and I was not accepted to be in the
Oh, well,
montage.
fuck them.
And I wasn't there at that show either, but yeah, everyone's learning.
All right, so
and it sounds like you did, and it sounds like you got a whole new thing coming.
so yeah,
up.
let's blow past the
Well,
montage.
people-
Let's quit. Let's go
moving-
give them credit.
Yeah.
Let's move on from there.
Moving forward,
on that. Yeah.
I got pulled aside.
Well, let's say like 8 more bad
I got
things.
pulled aside by my young mentor,
You know.
Rudy Love Jr. And he
There
says,
he is.
"Hey,
Shout out to Rudy, a
you
friend
know,
of
it's
ours.
almost
Shout out
like
Rudy.
we don't, I don't.
Encore.
Occasionally, he'll check in with me, and when he does, it's like he feels something is happening in my life. For
Yeah.
every time, he's like, "Hey," and he talks, "Hey, so yeah."
Got that
He's
invisible-
always so calm. That's what I love
so
about
yeah,
him.
Hey, so yeah, Mama Moss, when you gonna do that girl, that boss queen again?
That it.
You do that all women show, man, out of nowhere.
Right.
And I'm just looking at him, and I'm shaking my head like, me? You want me? Yeah, man, you need to do that again. You know,
He's trying to light a fire
you can
under
do
you.
it. You did it. You did it last time.
Well-
So I'm like, okay, you know what? This is what we're doing. I had already planned, Miji's Garden because I felt like people got kind of robbed from the experience Number one, because it's not an actual garden. And since I grow the garden every year, I was like, you know what? We're just going to do it live in the garden, the
Okay.
actual garden.
Okay, explain that to us a little bit.
Okay, so Miji's garden is dedicated to my daughter who passed away when she was a baby. Her name is Miangele, my angel. And so this
Miangela.
Miankel.
Beautiful.
Yeah, her daddy named her. Shout out to Marty Bowie.
There you go.
He had to come up with a good name with
That's-
something
he's
like
so-
Marty
yeah.
Bowie.
Artists are weird, right? Yeah, Marty's super weird and he knows it, but we love him. But anyway,
He's doing great. He's doing great.
he is. I'm very proud of him. So I decided to have the show in the garden, and I'm gonna put more elements of the show because I didn't really get to hone in on what it's actually supposed to bring.
Well, you get to run it now. All parts
Everything,
of it.
everything that I
Every
want
part
to.
of it,
All
yeah.
of the glow in the dark, everything at that show, everything that came out has fluorescent paint that I painted on everybody's costumes.
Yeah, I remember you talking about
Yeah, and I didn't get to showcase that part, so people didn't see the.
that. Oh, well, fuck, that's a lot of work you didn't get to.
Right, so
thanks.
now we get a chance to actually. They're going to be the
So
whole
you kind
thing's going to be
of
illuminated.
do it
Yeah.
the way you want to do it now.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fantasy, cosplay ish. Everybody's gonna have wings. The wings light up. You guys, I mean, it's gonna be what it's
So
supposed to be.
excited.
So,
So were you
I-
were you a part of moving into the montage part of it, and then, or did you come in afterwards to help?
I was in the first montage show. I mean, allegedly I wasn't gonna make it either, considering I had already done some work with said person.
Just say it, shit. Fuck them.
Fuck 'em.
I'm trying to keep it cute because it's really my first time being on a podcast. You guys are welcome in energy. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
for
Hey,
one.
thanks for coming in.
But it was my first time just being a model and being in a modeling show. So truly grateful for the experience. Truly more grateful that Marcella was a part of it, because if it wasn't for them, it would not have gone the way it did the first time. People showed up to see her. So it's just like,
Well, they know she
The
puts on a good
legend.
show.
yeah. So
Well,
it's just,
well, fucking Mass Artco's got a reputation.
exactly,
Well, yeah.
exactly.
I mean, you
so
guys
it's
got a
just like,
reputation already.
Yeah.
And you guys command a lot of respect in the community.
absolutely,
You do.
because
Got to.
I am an artist,
Yeah.
and art is important.
Yeah.
Like
when you
said.
hustle.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what
and
that's
means
what it
something,
takes,
like-
guys. It takes
yeah.
hustle.
Yeah.
And I see a hustler when I see people trying to work hard.
That shit
to
can
do
save
shit. You see
somebody's
that.
damn
I
life.
agree.
You
That's
feel
right.
me?
That's
It's,
right.
it has saved
Yeah.
a lot of lives
That's
out
You ain't
here.
joking. You ain't joking.
Every artist that I've come across in the last decade, I know their story. I personally know their background. They've been in my house. I've treated them like family. I am a people investor. It's
Yeah.
not just about your art. It's about.
That's why
I
we
want
love you.
to understand that.
That's
I
why
need
we
you
love
to tell
you.
your
Exactly.
story
Love you.
because for a long time you didn't get to, and this is a form of developing your own protection for yourself.
Yeah.
So come on, let's do this.
And so many people
We all need a mom.
And so many people
Absolute.
need to be told it's okay to be you.
It is.
Yeah.
It's okay. Not 9 to 5 ain't for everybody.
No.
Sometimes you're an artist and
Find a
motherfuckers
way, yeah.
want you to push buttons for them. Fuck you. That's not what I do. I'm different than that. So it takes somebody, a mom, a friend, anybody, someone around like what we do to say, hey man, it's okay to do what you want to do, and not conform to the normal bullshit.
And further than that, I appreciate you for
Yeah.
your uniqueness and what you do.
And I see you.
know?
I see you for your weirdness. I see
Yeah.
you for you
So-
goofy shit because everybody thinks they
Yeah.
nuts when they at home thinking of the crazy
And
shit
so
that
while
they think of.
while we're on that subject, there's another
Well, I say
male
it.
promoter out here. Well, I don't know what you.
We talking about the
wanna-
cookie store?
No.
Oh,
What are you? No, I don't. Man,
oh shit! Come on.
I say shit. This
No.
my show.
You just popping
Listen.
off.
Who gonna say something?
It's our show.
I told you they was gonna give you that liquor.
It's our show. Shit. I'll take the weight.
Mate, all right, here we
Listen,
go.
I'm talking
Or
about,
was you
I'm
going
talking
somewhere
about
else?
the older gentleman.
We going
around
somewhere
here.
else with
All
it.
right, yeah. Well, let her
Older
talk
gentleman
about it.
in the community, and I actually had security at this particular show and said if he comes in here, he is not to walk through this door.
Who is it?
I'm not gonna say, but I will tell
Well,
you.
tell
this.
me. I'll say it.
Allude to it, baby.
Write it down. I'll say it.
This is what I will say.
Is it someone that we
when
need
he
to
stood in front of
excommunicate
me
from
and
the?
said, "Oh, I don't give a fuck about this. I don't even like poetry. I just do it for the money."
What the hell is that about?
Well, that's a lot of promoters.
But my
There's a lot of
problem
people
is
like
this:
that.
is that
Everything
a
is transactional
a poet is
nowadays.
standing here listening to
Seems like
this.
I mean, I
But
love.
we're still working. We're still working with these people, and we still giving these people a platform and a space, and they're not even really truly artists and or in
Sometimes you
you know what I
pay
mean?
for their fucking connections, unfortunately.
What is happening right now? Because nobody even likes this dude. It's crazy business.
There's a few of those people that just last forever. Ain't that weird?
So I want to talk about this a minute, all right? Because
Crotches.
Hit it with 'em.
all right, because I've been a musician for a very long time, all right, and
Don't be scared to say shit.
I ain't scared to say nothing.
No,
You just listen. I'm letting everybody talk. I'm just like, it's just
Yeah.
sick. Like just
Yeah.
the
No.
community nowadays, and nobody
So-
can congratulate or collaborate.
Yeah.
So-
It's all I'm better than you, and I'm the best.
Man, who the fuck thinks of who
This
wakes
is
up thinking
part of
that
what,
shit?
This is part of what I'm talking about here. Okay, so what happened? What happened is that it stopped being about music.
Right.
Right.
It really did. Okay, and you got social media now, and you got some Haktua girl who's making podcasts
Why you
now
mad at her?
Or
based
that
on
damn
based
line
on a damn
dancing,
drunk
that damn
based on a
trail,
damn
whatever
drunk
her-
night that she lucked into
Lord.
some motherfucker.
Not even
And,
really
like,
dancing, just
We
kicking
need to
a
have
leg.
a
you ain't
Apollo
doing
night
nothing.
energy.
You ain't doing
'cause-
nothing, but you made it. You made
Hey,
it.
at least Kim Kardashian went to school and got a law degree.
Well, I'm
And
saying,
she
I'm
actually
saying,
gets a lot of people that were wrongly accused out of jail.
I'm saying
and
now-
she runs businesses.
Look.
And she's a little bit of a.
This is what I'm
weird
saying though.
lady, but-
Is that little slice
she
of
does
the
get
pie?
people out of jail that
That
were
little
wrongly
slice of the entertainment pie that we can all actually afford is getting cut up by these
It is.
bitches.
Well, say something
You know what I
funny
mean?
in 15
Like-
seconds. That's
like-
what you got.
Well, but that's not what you got, man. Because I
I
got
know.
about 20 years into learning how to play and produce.
You're not
That
wrong.
part.
You're not wrong.
You know what I mean?
You're not
And
wrong.
you don't want to give me the time of day because you stuck up on some dude that like does motherfucking.
Well, the
I
Hot
didn't
Tour
know
girl
it.
was
Like,
funny. At least that shit made me laugh.
She was funny for about
Some
15
some
minutes.
dude that just learned how to play 2 notes on the guitar last week, but
Yeah,
it's
damn.
trending. So
That's
we're
how it
gonna,
works.
we're
That's what
gonna
I'm saying.
and he'll take
That's what I'm saying.
$150 for the whole 4 hours.
So what, see,
Hour.
so what I tell artists these days is
It is cheapening art.
no, but it's actually
Over time. It's
okay.
doing
So
it.
it's a double-edged sword because it does cheapen art a little bit, but it does get a ton of beautiful artists found that never would have been seen.
That is true.
So-
that is
so-
true. There
Yeah.
so-
are those artists. out
And there's a
there.
ton of that.
But
There's a
those
ton
artists-
of people that never would have been seen if it wasn't for the internet.
Okay. But those artists have an understanding of the algorithm. Of the
Right.
of the business
They
behind
understand
this
they gotta
bullshit.
sacrifice something of themselves to even get in
and
those
now that
rooms.
everybody my age, okay, and probably 10 years younger than me. Look, man, we just want to play music. That's what we understand. You feel me?
Yeah.
But like,
But records
now,
are
but
gone.
But now I gotta fucking learn all this crazy.
Well, the thing
shit
is,
about-
records are
about
gone.
Social media. I gotta
it.
learn all this
I
shit
hate
about
it here.
streaming.
I
gotta
hate it
learn all
here.
this shit. You taking up half my time when I should be a musician. You taking up half my fucking time being a social media manager or a business, whatever the
Yeah.
fuck.
I
that is.
don't have no sympathy for you.
crazy,
Get
man.
on Facebook and all the platforms and share your shit. It takes fucking
Okay, so while
takes
we're-
2 hours a
listen.
day.
This is
2
this
hours a
is-
day. It
this
sucks.
2
but
hours a day, bro.
It
Yeah,
sucks.
no, this is part of.
But do you care about your music or
also
not?
Why we are moving forward with Girl Gang because, it's a movement, it's a revolution.
I want to hear about that.
The revolution.
Yeah, I want to hear the whole
The
shit.
revolution is I need these women out here that are artists or developing business owners or developing whatever the hell you're developing
Yeah.
as a female, how much power you actually have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're talking business owners to everything.
We're
right?
talking to everything.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
And I want to show since these dudes can't get this collaboration and this ego shit under control. Let
Their
us show you
competition will
how
destroy it.
Even get it
this
together.
actually works.
well, don't
okay?
embarrass us too much, ladies.
Right. I'm putting we gon' yeah. You might
Alright.
be a little offended. I don't know.
Go ahead.
I wouldn't be.
So
Because I love to
step-
see you
step
succeed.
one in
I ain't no
this
fucking
is-
asshole.
I showed you my little advertisement. Okay.
Yeah, started.
Step one is let's go back to how we're supposed to do things. And yes, there will be flyers made. You will see Girl Gang unexpectedly in a record store. You will see it in
Oh,
wherever I can
we
pin
put it out.
up.
We put it out on
You're
hashtag
gonna
today
see
for
it.
this episode.
You're going to see shirts. You're going to see merch. Before you see anything, you're going to see that. Because what I want to establish here is word of mouth. Have you heard? of
That's
Girl
the
Gang?
that's the best way to do anything in Wichita.
Grassroots.
Yeah.
Let me show you how this is supposed to actually be done. Put your egos aside. Put the pettiness in your pocket, because we ain't got time to play. Y'all want to get I swear, dudes argue and go back and forth and make up shit on dudes better. Like they're better
More
at
than
that shit than
girls.
we are.
Right.
I'll be looking
Yeah,
at her
calm
husband
down a
like,
little
bitch,
bit.
what is you
No.
babbling about? Oh, Rick said this.
Ain't
such
none of
and
y'all
such
had a
so-and-so.
friend
I'm
past
like,
5 years,
I
so
don't know.
you should calm down with that.
that. If a bitch talk about me, I'm gonna be like, okay, bitch, you want to throw hands or what? What do we do?
Right.
No, okay, bye.
Wasting time.
Bye. But we're gonna take it back to the old school. That's number one. I really, really want to do that, and just kind of show. I need these ladies to understand how much power they have. I want you to walk into that record store, see that sister behind the counter, because she's a lady too. She's here because she's into music.
Yeah.
At some level, she might be a musician. Go chat it up with her. Can I leave this in here? Talk about it. Hey, here's some extra flyers if you can hand them out. Spread the word, because I need everybody attention.
That's Wichita in a nutshell right there. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
That if you really want to promote your art, that's what you should be doing.
Yeah, we
People
should.
and
yeah.
people that are
We still grassroots.
people that are sleeping on that, you can do the Facebook thing and you can do the Instagram thing, but I'm telling you, if you want to work hard in Wichita, like hit the spots, put the flyers out, put the little flyers out, promote your
I'm
fucking
saying.
shows. Your shows, working hard for your shows is still a thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just think they're going, just because I posted on Facebook, everybody gonna see it. No.
And not everybody should be posting their songs or tracks on Facebook, please, because you cannot carry. Ma'am, sir, stop that. if you know you sound like Dookie Pops, then you do. Okay, go find something else
I
to
think
do.
they don't think they do though.
Don't
Somebody
promote
needs
trash.
to tell them. There's nothing I can do but not be like this.
Well, the
voice.
comments say, but
Nothing. There's nothing. No, there's not an
Well, you ain't
instrument
wrong.
on this earth that'll make you sound like Michael Jackson right now, sir. And it.
no, it
You
ain't.
sound like a frog. Stop it.
Yeah, it's bad out there. It really
Like
is.
again, we're gonna go back to communication. It's key.
Well, I think
that's
people that
everything.
are
That's
friends of
everything.
musicians need to tell them when they suck.
But I will tell you
Or they can do
the
better.
nail in the coffin and the cherry on top of the cake for me to move forward with this, because I had an idea. I wanted to do Boss Queen, but Boss Queen was cool, but I wanted to really put a stamp on the community.
Yeah.
So when she comes to me and tells me her story about what has transpired with her, I mean, when I picked her up to do her photo shoot, the first, I'm let's go, girl, hey, and she's like, I'm so sick of people. That's the first thing she says to me. I'm sick of people. I just really
I'm
am.
so tired of people.
Well, tell us
tell
us your experiences. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
I mean, and you guys know, like, as musicians, like, I'm an artist, I'm a poet, I'm a writer. I've been writing since I could write, since I
Thank
could
you.
form a sentence, since I was in the 3rd grade. One of my first poems that I actually had the confidence to share with somebody at my school, which was my librarian. I can't even remember her name, but she taught at Anderson back when. But anyway,
She's supportive?
Very. She was very supportive. She got me
Awesome.
my first poem published in a book, in a Young American
Nice.
Poetry Digest, when I was in the 3rd grade.
Nice. Where can we find that? Pimp it
You
real
know, so I'm sure it's somewhere.
quick. We'll find it.
Sure it's somewhere.
Find it.
Somebody will find that.
Find it, okay? Tajane Valentine. But anyway, not everybody, like I said, can collaborate.
That's right.
Some people, it doesn't even matter if they don't know you, if they've never even listened to your art or your whatever you do. They just hate you because it's you. And some people just
That's a weird mindset.
are bothered
Weird.
That's
by things that you display that they're not able to find within themselves.
I see.
It's
I'm
just
the
sad.
opposite. I am in awe
Yeah.
of talent.
Yeah, and I love just everybody.
I think
but
everybody
not
needs to
everybody's
get
gonna
over.
love you, so.
A lot of people can't get over that first thing when they hear somebody really talented. They go, "Fuck! I wish that was me."
Yeah,
Get out of that mindset.
some people have that,
Get out of
and
that
I can't
mindset
control
and go, "Wow! I can't believe what they can do."
But-
If you change that, just
Yeah.
go, "Wow! I can't believe what they can do." 'Cause-
Wow, they're awesome.
Yeah.
We should have them on the show.
Yeah.
Hey,
well,
hey,
versus like, no, we're not gonna do her. Take her off. Don't
Yeah,
let
see,
her do
that's-
this.
yeah, see,
I
that's
don't like
goofy.
her, and you don't have no reason.
but,
Well,
but,
see-
but here we are
That's
again.
Because you hate
counterproductive.
yourself.
That's counterproductive.
But here we
You
are
know?
again.
Working with
Okay?
talented people makes you more talented.
We have
That part.
we
Thank
have
you.
we have
Say
this
that again.
we have this extreme of art and we have this extreme of art. The art I do is going to find somewhere in there, and we're going to have a certain clasp on that. If people don't like my art, man,
That's fine
that's
though.
cool.
That's
But-
cool.
I don't like a lot of
Please
people's
go
art.
ahead and find the art that you do like,
Yeah.
because it's going to enrich your life. If I didn't do it, maybe some
And also support art you don't like.
And see, I'm like that too, but
Yeah.
regardless if you like it or not, my thing is when it comes to like disrespect or even just
Yeah.
if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
But
and
to
even
me-
if I see a talent in you, I might not like it. I might know someone that, hey, I actually.
Well, see,
To
so-
me, that
Thank
negativity
you.
don't mean nothing because
doesn't.
it's
It
just
doesn't, though.
ignorant.
You're
and,
right.
and-
You're right.
and if you're smart
You know,
enough,
like-
what you understand
It don't mean
is you
nothing.
can compare their talent to their genre without you having to like it.
Yeah.
So you can look at something that's not your taste and go, wow, this person got a lot of talent and some shit I don't really fucking like and I ain't gonna listen to in my car, but I do like it because they have talent in this. So that's when you just get out of your own fucking way
Yeah.
about being jaded and untalented yourself
and just appreciate what somebody's good at.
Consumers don't always get that.
No,
you
they
know what
don't.
I mean?
They don't.
But as an artist, I've heard that story over and over again of like, this motherfucker just beat me down. Like,
And it's just
and
for me, this person doesn't know
no,
me from a
that's it.
can of paint.
It's ignorance.
This person doesn't know my story.
Yeah.
This person,
So, hey, tell us your story a little bit while you got the mic. So, tell us a little bit about your background and how you came into hip hop and writing and all that stuff. How'd that go for you?
I actually started, I would say I really transitioned into hip hop. My first love was poetry, like I said. That was elementary school. About 4th or 5th grade, I started writing short stories. Middle school, 6th, 7th
You ain't
grade
got
is
it
when
in
I
you, do
got the bug to start, writing
I'm a
music.
baby.
I love a writer. I've
Yes,
been writing since I was a
yes.
kid too. So.
I love to write. I'll never stop writing. Of course,
Don't.
I play around with freestyling now. I have my own setup, so I can do it anytime I want.
Yeah.
I can wake up and record if I want to.
There you go.
But middle school is what inspired it. My uncle, he rapped. My mom, she rapped. Everyone has really been just musically inclined. I come from a family of musicians, singers, artists.
So when
you know,
did you
painters.
really like? Okay, I can write. When I'm be a hip hop artist. When did that start?
Honestly, I never just thought of being a hip hop artist. I just knew that I would always do what God put me here to do. Like, He instilled my gift in me for a very specific reason, and I have a calling on my life. It's
Well, we have
some-
beyond
Wrong at that
me.
point.
So
Do you still do
since I was
spoken word?
young, yes, since I was young, I've been doing it. 2019 is when I honed in. My uncle passed away, and I've been putting it out there. And I'm
You
being
put the pedal
patient,
down. You put the pedal down.
I'm being
2019
patient. I'm
was
being
Boss Queen.
consistent. And
Where can we find any of that? Can we
on
find
all
any of that?
platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube,
Under what?
everywhere. Miss V, MISS space V.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah, we'll put that on the
Space.
space.
So have you ever
Yes.
worked with Black
Yeah, pop it
Soul
up there.
in
I
town?
have
Yeah.
worked with Black
I
Soul.
love
I love
him.
him very much. Shout
I
out
love
to
that
Black
man.
Soul.
Shout out to Black Soul.
He's gave me plenty of opportunities.
Our favorite poet's favorite poet.
Oh, dude! Hey,
yeah.
Black Soul, Black
love
Soul,
him.
Black Soul's one of my favorite interviews that we've had.
I agree.
And
No,
if
I
you
love
haven't
him so
If
much.
you haven't seen that interview, go back. We need to have him back on.
You do
Yeah,
because
really.
they're
Yeah.
bringing
Please.
lyrics
He's always
and
doing
laughs
so much.
back.
Hey, I love him. I love him.
Meow, 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 meow.
We was talking earlier about guests that should be on kind of on a regular rotation.
Yeah.
Him and
Black
Uncle
Soul be
Bam
one
definitely to be
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
regular
both of them.
rotation.
Both of them.
Has Bam been on twice or just once?
His hair grow back yet?
Yeah.
Man.
Why
Yeah,
you?
he got hair. What you mean?
Shit, why you got to get? Why
he
is that
cut
the
off.
first
No,
question
he
you
cut his- He cut
asked?
the dreads off. The dreads are
That's what
gone.
I was saying. Bro.
Yeah, no. He's I think
I
he's
love
rocking
Uncle
the
Bam.
short-
Uncle
short
Bam's been a friend of
cut.
ours forever, and Rudy and all the we
Performed with Rudy Love Jr. as well. He had invited me to perform at the Somewhere Fest last year with him and his band.
Excellent.
Shout out to Rudy Love Jr. and the Encore. I love them
Always,
so much.
always good people.
There are some amazing artists in the city and promoters and just creatives in the city that have gave Miss V an opportunity, and I appreciate them very, very much.
yeah.
Nice. So, are you working on new music? What
I'm working on music really every day. I'm not
So-
even just saying that. It sounds cliche, but honestly, like I
So
drop
are you-
every month now.
So what are you doing? Like singles every month until it's a full LP?
A single every
or
month
what are you
until
doing?
next March. Next March will be my year mark where I dropped one single for a whole year straight, and then
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna drop an album.
So you did
My
you did
first
12
album.
singles for a year,
Yeah,
and now you're gonna drop
Every
another
month.
a new.
a whole fresh album. But I might just keep the single a month going.
Fucking
like,
do it.
I think that's
You
smart.
know?
Well,
I think
it's
that's smart.
well,
to do.
anybody that
Yeah.
knows
Single month
anything
is
about producing music
It
right
keeps
now,
you up.
it keeps throwing you
Yeah,
back at the
right?
top of that
Yeah.
algorithm.
Yeah,
so
for
it's
sure.
and-
And I've been
do that
producing
part.
music.
and
hip hop
has figured that out so much quicker than every other genre.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
Dude, every other genre is like, I'll take 9 years to make an album. Okay, motherfucker, I guess we'll wait. Fucking man. And I ain't in high school no more, motherfucker. I had 3 kids. My whole life is different. And you still trying to sing the same. That's what I love about hip hop music, because they've always been fresh and new. They figured out that maybe it's because it's a little easier because you don't have a full fucking band of dudes to deal with. I get that, but still, hip hop music to me has always been my favorite because I want new content, baby. I ain't listening to the same shit all day, every day. I want new shit all the time. I want new shit every
And
week.
just to clarify, the versatility, I can sing as well. So it's not just.
You
I
getting
feel
hired
like
for
hip-hop
you
is
getting
so
hired
deep.
for
I feel
you should
like
be
hip
getting
hop
hired
is
for
really
courses.
deep because I want
Can be. It
I want a
can be.
band. I want a band. Personally, I'm that hip hop artist that needs a band. I'd rather perform live.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, have you seen Sir Charles
I
perform
got
live
an
with a band?
idea.
I'd much rather.
Have you seen Sir
perform
Charles
with a band.
perform
Yes, I
live
have.
with a band?
And I'm actually going to be
because he's working with Mintopia.
I'm actually going to be collaborating with him soon too.
I mean, how good is
he's
Sir
good, dude.
Charles III is another great friend of ours. He works with Mintopia now.
I've met him a few times.
Yeah,
and he's
he's-
great. He's amazing.
He's
I
been
love
on
him.
this show one of the most
Shit,
most
yeah, he's
times
been on
ever.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
But he's easy to work with.
Yeah.
What I like people is that are fun to collaborate with too. You guys were talking about collaboration, and I always think that be easy to deal with too. You know, when you're
Then people going to deal with
when
you.
you're collaborating with people, some people have a super, and I'm not in the music industry, but I see it from the outside, and I see people try to collaborate, and these people have these, they really think they somebody. Just be
the
yourself.
egos.
Yeah, it's that ego.
Oh, yeah,
and
stay humble.
Please stay
super
humble and just
Yeah.
have
Black
fun.
crayon.
Hey,
And
and
I'll
I-
say,
yeah.
and I'll say what always looks good to the fans, and I always try to say, I'm your biggest fans of people that are watching this, and how when you're having fun on stage, the people are having fun,
And people can see that and feel that. It's an energy.
and
It's really an energy.
And so when you guys collab
And
with
that's
great
why we're
artists,
there for that. Isn't it?
yes, the energy.
and you got, and we'll give
It's
you
why I
an
that,
go out.
exchange.
And
It's
we'll-
an
why I go
exchange.
out.
and we'll give you that energy back when you guys are having fun. We love it.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
an exchange.
So tell me about this September Girl Fest. What are we doing? Girl Gang Fest?
You gonna tell us everything?
Yeah, what's
I will.
happening
I
there?
will to actually
You
tell
put it out on the air and also we finna go extend.
Before
I
we do
wanna
that,
hear- I
I
wanna hear
need
what you
this
designed.
young lady right here to let everybody know exactly what her craft is
Oh, let's
because she
go.
over here trying to be quiet.
Let's go. She
Not
is.
cool.
She
She
is.
just
Guys,
performed
I'm-
live at Juneteenth and sang her
Oh,
little
come on.
butt off. I was like, my God. I was like, that's my new
What-
daughter-in-law,
Hey.
y'all.
Juneteenth went really well
Where'd
too.
you do Juneteenth?
Juneteenth.
Yeah, where was that at? What was that
So that was at McAdams Park, and I performed with Moss and my cousin Devin Davis. He goes by Soulful One.
about? I know Devin.
Yeah. So honestly,
I booked him over to Rusty Nail.
yeah. So honestly, I just got them together. It was our first time pairing together as a band.
That's your cousin?
I've been singing with Devin for about like a year and a half or so. I would say up until like last year, we were pretty consistent and just having local gigs around, and that was really my foot in the door as far as just being a local artist in Wichita. Like, and it's just fun. It was
And
it's
it
an
sounded
outlet for me.
super good.
And
Good guitar
She
player.
sounds
I got it on the
amazing
video.
live.
Me
I
between
was like,
me.
oh my gosh, what are we really doing, y'all? Y'all could money.
I
time
know, I
is money.
know. I still feel shy.
You see,
and
that's the
nervous,
same
I'm
thing.
getting y'all booked.
That same thing when I always see really talented people. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, I wish I had like $100 grand to just make this work.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I see it all the time.
Okay.
And it's just, God, I wish I
Yeah.
could just dump $100 grand into you.
She was over there
Man.
with Devin, or you do your own thing over there?
I'm too busy. Life be lifing.
Yeah,
But
true.
I would say 2024 was the year that me and Devin were just kind of going around the city locally, and it was really fun. Like the chemistry between just me and him alone is amazing. Like sometimes I cry, I tear up while we're singing or just making songs together.
That's what it's supposed to do.
And really, I love my family. I love him. I'm proud of him. Shout
Yeah.
out to you, Devin.
Hey,
Shout out to
Devin's
that.
dope.
out.
And-
Primo, what's up?
And he's coming a long way in the last year.
Yes, that's
Like-
what
like,
that's
you-
what
you-
I
you
want
really
to
have-
tell.
you're
Yes,
coming a
you
long
hear
way.
that? Did
Tell
you
him to
hear
hit us
that?
up. Tell him to come do the show.
You know,
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm really just trying to help him get a band together, and with me, having a new boyfriend and all. Just
Lord.
telling
Look
him.
at you.
Yeah, I know.
Look at you with that new love. Look at you. Both of y'all make me sick.
Hey, he's a changed man,
Good.
and I am so
Oh, he's a good man too.
happy. He better be all right.
It
What the hell
is.
going on?
It
That's
is.
what I knew that from.
Yeah, listen. He's like, I see how it is. Y'all teaming up on me, and da. I was like,
Yeah,
yep.
that's finna happen.
Nah.
Sorry.
Because
He
guess
got
what
his
you
headphones on. He
guess
ain't
what you done
listening.
found a girl
Sorry.
like you done found a
Sorry,
girl like
kid,
your
I
mom.
like this one. I like this
You done
one.
found a girl like your mom, and you have to
Yeah, I
deal
already
with it.
threatened him. I said, hey, man, don't fuck this up, man. I'll throw you up out of here. For real, mama.
Yeah.
I'm so serious, bro.
Hey, well, I'm happy
She'll
for y'all.
take your room.
Happy-
I told him, I said, you get the fuck out. She can stay. I told him that already. Y'all,
She's swapping. It's gonna be. It ain't gonna be Mazarko for
She'll
long.
take your room.
Yeah, get out.
We got to change the LLC on this motherfucker.
It's gonna be mad. Mom and daughter. Then
Yeah,
it's
M and
mad.
J, M and
Be
J,
mad.
M and J.
But yeah, I'll say as far as Juneteenth though, I didn't really care
So-
for that performance, but it was So
So you're an artist yourself. Is
Yeah.
that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
So are you original artists? Original music?
I'm
Or-
assuming so. I'm still getting warmed up to the name my aunt Tiffany
She's new booty out here.
gave to me, and she said Just Jay.
Just
is
say.
I
my
like it.
artist name. She
I
said
like it.
because when you get up there on that stage, you are transparent. You are your full self. And oftentimes I find myself in spaces where, of course, I don't feel unsafe, and I feel like I'm only given certain parts of me. certain parts of me that I feel like that they'll accept.
You're
in
like
that
holding
room.
back.
Yeah, and I'm tired of doing that. It's getting to the point where it's getting exhausting.
Well, you hate being vulnerable when you want a threat,
Right.
you know, and so that.
Well, if you got a
so
spot
that's
where
the
you can
thing,
release
right?
yourself,
Yeah.
How do I give it all?
Yeah.
well, if you got a
How
spot where
do
you
I
can
give it
release
up?
yourself and feel comfortable, then
But that's
run
the
towards
thing
that.
about it. Like that's the thing about it. Like being an artist, that's you releasing.
Yeah.
That's what I be wanting artists to understand.
That's
like,
for you.
'cause when you fully get
Yeah.
into, because you are just you. Like, and when
Yeah.
you're on stage, you have to just
And-
drop it all.
Yeah, you have to.
You gotta
yeah.
just drop
and
it.
this is what I was telling her. Those haters, they just don't understand.
They don't.
It's a place of ignorance.
Yeah.
You know, like
Jealousy
you
too,
do-
a little bit.
You do your thing. You know. And,
Hey,
and
there's a lot of
and-
people wish they
Half-
could be
half
you.
jealousy.
Yeah.
You,
A lot of people
you-
wish they could
you
be you,
doing your
man.
thing, and it will resonate
Yeah.
with the people that need to hear it.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and it won't resonate with the people that don't.
Connect
And
to the
fuck
people you
them.
need to.
And they can say whatever
Real
the fuck they
bad.
want to,
Real
but
bad.
they ain't your people.
I feel like we might
They
have to
ain't
put
your
that
people
under
anyway.
on the shirt somewhere.
They ain't your people anyway. So,
Yeah.
so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got 2 aspiring artists coming out with some
Yeah,
new
these
shit.
are two
So,
members.
do you got anything out there we can find? You gonna put it on?
No, I have no original.
Miles will put it all out there next week.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
He's downloading it right now. He's like, "There's nothing to be out."
So what I hear is that Moss Art Company surrounding themselves with artists.
Yes. Once again.
about ready to do some badass shit in
Hell
September.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Tell me about this festival.
So these are 2 of 20.
2
women.
of 20.
Yes, there will be more.
2 amazing women like this, and
Yes,
we got 18
everybody.
more.
Everybody that is starting this with me is out here striving to brand
Amazing.
themselves. They're building a business. They want
So we're gonna
to
do like
learn
a
how.
women's showcase.
It's amazing.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
an all women showcase ran by women.
That sounds badass.
Everybody involved has.
Can I come? Just I mean,
You absolutely can. You absolutely
Well, I
can.
mean,
buy
I
a
felt a
ticket.
little like I
Yes,
wasn't
absolutely.
invited.
You absolutely can. It'll be the original Moss Art Co. kind of platform with music, art, and we're going to definitely put the fashion in it because I have a new, upcoming, brand new designer who was
shoots.
actually a model, and I wanted her to be here tonight, but she couldn't come. But let me just say, it's a hidden talent. And when I
love
say
it.
if you have a hidden talent, please
any
understand
talent.
this is not the only thing that you could be doing. So
Don't
the
hide that
mission
light
here
under a
is
bushel.
not only are we, I'm involving everyone.
All right.
Everyone
Judges?
will be involved. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're gonna come with me on this journey. We're gonna sit down and they're gonna come to every meeting with me, every business, how things work,
Yeah.
how we are going to learn how to market ourselves, how we're going to promote ourselves. Everybody's in charge of their own promotion. Miss V will be in charge of booking talent.
Yeah.
And
Good
so as
chair,
far
yeah.
as the show, like what kind of talent are we gonna have? So
We're
are we
gonna
gonna do like the runway / here concert / vendors / everything type
It's
thing?
everything that I built the first show to be. It is everything,
but
a
better.
Moss Art Co.
And no helicopters.
Done the right
no
way.
helicopters.
No helicopter, no
Yeah.
egos,
No
no egos,
No helicopter.
no poles,
No speedos and helicopters.
no balls. There might be a pole. There might be a pole. No.
But you have more control over it. You can keep those parameters down. On this is what
The
we
most
expect.
important
Are we doing it at
part
the same
here is-
place?
and I have to say yes. And I have to say,
been
I
to
have
that
to say
joint
this
yet.
out loud, and this is important to say.
Please.
I'm really sick and tired. First of all, if you're a DJ out here in the city and you're like in between the ages of 40 and above,
No, fucking tell them.
and all I see on your timeline is you recording little girls at the strip club because they're younger than you. You can tell.
Yeah.
If my
10
son knows who
plus.
that is and
10
who
plus
baby
years.
mama is in there collecting money, that means they're about 20 years younger than you. And that's all that you're advertising on your timeline as a DJ here in this city. You're a creep. It's not about the music.
Who is it?
anymore.
I'll say.
Don't
You're worse than
You
my
messy.
grandma.
You messy.
Damn.
I love his messiness though.
Peace, bro.
I want to vent. I'm coming here.
he's
I'm
saying-
coming here.
He's saying we got a platform. I'll tell you what it is.
Fuck that dude.
We're taking him on the cruise.
Fuck that dude. I'll say who it is. Well, I mean,
Look.
I'm friends with all the DJs in town, and they mean a
Listen.
lot to me. So if there's
I'm not
one
gonna.
weirdo, let's blast
I'm
him.
not gonna do that. But I'm sick of seeing that shit.
Yeah.
Maybe
Women
write
are
it
more than
down here a
that.
little
I
bit.
don't see anybody promoting women on stage performing. I don't see you promoting anything, any business owner that's a woman out here trying to do shit for the community. I don't see anybody promoting them or involving them or collaborating with them. Hey, Tree huggers.
Because they're out
This woman
here.
has a talent. Sarah, shout out to you. She has a talent. She is teaching the community how to survive out here. She is really in it to win it. You feel me?
Shout out to Sarah.
She does so
Who's Sarah?
much.
We glossed over this. Who's
Tree
Sarah?
huggers. Look it up. Tree huggers. ICT.
What is she doing? Tree
What
huggers?
doesn't she do? This woman
She
can
does
write
lot.
a
She
grant.
provides for
What
the
is some
community.
hippie shit? What she was?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
a,
yeah,
yes, some
literally.
hippie
She
She
shit.
living out of a van
an
down by the
amazing-
river or
listen.
I love
something?
hippie shit.
She's an amazing
I mean,
makeup
I don't know.
artist. She's done makeup for celebrities.
Oh, bad.
You know what I'm saying? She's a awesome.
She's a
well-rounded
vagabond though. She's been trapped. She does a lot of
I
cool
mean,
shit.
you know what I'm
sounds like.
saying?
Yeah.
She's teaching how people how to reserve the earth, how to recycle, how important it is to get your reparations from
like
having
cool shit.
cancer in the hood because they didn't check the water level or whatever the hell was
Well,
going
as long
on.
as you know,
Nobody knows
depends on
about
where you
these
live.
things, and she's out here. Hey, wake up because this.
Well, send her our way. We'd love to
I
talk to her.
absolutely will.
Yeah.
Please do.
But you know, people like that.
Send- hey,
I don't see anybody saying, "Hey,
I'ma
we're
say-
promoting this."
I'm gonna
I
tell
don't
you,
see
hey,
that.
send these
We
strong
have to
women our
promote
way.
it. I'm glad you are.
I'll
promoting
tell
it.
you
Yeah.
3 women. Send these strong women our way. I'll
This
give them a
is-
platform. I
We'll
ain't
send you a
scared.
list.
Guys,
Please.
We'll
So-
send you a
please,
list.
So,
please.
so before we came on here, this is what I was telling you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I would love more women to reach out to be promoted on our podcast. And I don't think it's a huge lack of women doing things.
no.
I don't
Bunch
think
of
that's
dumbass
it.
dudes
I don't
doing
think that's it.
And that's the
I-
problem because I'm
think-
tired of these men controlling these women's narratives.
Yeah.
This is what I mean.
Be loud.
You don't
Be
need
loud.
to tell
That's all
me
I'm saying.
how the hell I need to conduct my motherfucking apology. Excuse me. I
Right,
promise I
right.
wasn't gonna
No,
cuss.
you're right. You're right.
But
Is that
as-
the first one you hit this whole time?
listen, yes,
Might have been.
I'm gonna go back and check.
yes.
All right,
Is that
go
the
go
only-
ahead, though. Go ahead. You
Listen,
want the point. You want
I'm
the
tired of
We
that.
dragged
shit.
her into one.
I shouldn't have to tell you that was wrong. You know it was wrong. But
Yeah,
we're
they
gonna
knew.
dumb
They
it
knew.
down because you're a chick and it's okay. No, it's really
Yeah,
not
no.
okay, and it's not okay for you to pretend and sweep shit under the rug. So that's what we're not doing. So I'm in this whole venture. I'm gonna teach them. We're not.
Is this bitch
absurd
watching
of certain
YouTube videos on our time?
things. We're not absurd of certain
That'll
things.
get you fired.
The hell that about?
We're gonna assert ourselves professionally, and we're
was that,
gonna
though?
actually give you a platform, younger women. Hey, do you know that if you have a different talent besides showing your and twerking your and doing all that nonsense just to have clout, you can get clout a totally different way without having to do that, because these aren't the only motherfuckers running this city.
That's right.
Shout out to
the peop-
Humble Greatness's wife, Humble Greatness
Yeah.
Building.
Oh, she's a strong lady. Shit.
Angela White.
She most certainly is.
Yeah.
I interviewed her on my podcast back in the day when she
And
first
he's good,
started.
and I
Yeah.
love him too.
Yeah,
They're huge
absolutely.
friends.
They support each other.
Oh,
but
they are. They're
but I
great.
want everybody to understand that behind every great man there is a
Man, what's her
rock
name?
of
Can we
a
give her
woman, a
props? What is
warrior.
her name? What's her name? I can't remember her name right now.
Angela's wife.
Yeah, Angela's wife. What's her name? I can't remember her fucking. She's a friend of mine on Facebook.
oh my God, I'm having a brain fart. 'cause
Me
you got me
too.
going.
I'm sorry, but I love her though.
And I drank.
I didn't drink anything.
I refuse.
Y'all, we can't have 5 brain farts on
Focus.
one name.
But I love.
This ain't gonna be real.
I've been,
But
I've been burping this whole time.
I know.
And I just-
But I love. I absolutely love Humble Greatness Studios. He works hard for the community. You don't have to pay him to do his thing, but he should get paid, and he always is willing to support a lot of the shit. around.
Paris, y'all.
Thank you.
Paris.
I think that I didn't want to just yell it out, but
Thank you.
she's
Paris.
awesome.
Shout out to Paris.
amazing.
Shout out
We
to
love
Paris.
you.
She supports him too. They do a lot of great
Yes.
Travel.
shit. We have Humble Greatness.
But
Humble Greatness on been on 2 or
Yeah.
3 times. We love it.
But sometimes I feel like I'll be yelling at the Facebook when she get on it. Sometimes I'm like, stop explaining yourself to these.
Yeah.
sons of- beep, beep,
Fuck
beep,
'em.
beep,
Yeah,
beep.
I've been-
Yeah, sometimes fuck them,
So
but
I, and then
But
I just do everything I can to help promote that. But I don't see these men that are out here like really tag teaming and then going after each other. Like, that's weird, by the way. I don't see you supporting the women. Why are you not supporting this woman? She and it's crazy because I've watched her develop over
Jealousy.
the years. When I first went to interview her for my podcast on Small Business Saturday, it was to get her out for she is doing her cleaning business. She had started doing photography, and you could see like she was kind of reserved about it. She was just learning how to do it. We were talking, all kinds of neat tricks and stuff, and you know what I'm saying. You could tell that she really wanted to advance, and she has. And it's crazy that we have to get on Facebook and have to advertise ourselves over and over and over and over again. This woman
Shit, I gotta
worked
do that too.
hard to get her own damn studio, and they rent it out for you upcomers at a very cheap price, by the way, to run a business. She made a platform. She was able to make a platform, and that's what I'm talking about. I don't see anybody celebrating that, and why the hell aren't we?
I'm giving her flowers.
She's the only
You got to
female
tell us. You
behind
got to tell us.
the
We
scenes
didn't.
right now.
Popularity
We don't know.
contest here to me.
Weird.
Well, and
No,
first
it
of all,
is. It
okay.
is. It's
First of
that.
all, not okay. So I'm gonna play a little bit devil. First of all, not everybody fucking knows. I've released a ton of shit about us trying to do podcast studios for people here, and half the people that are on my Facebook don't see it. And so it's
My own
sometimes
family be like, well, you didn't tell me about the show.
Shit.
I don't be on Facebook. I'm
I
like,
done posted it
See,
15
man,
times
yeah,
and your
I
ass didn't see it.
Because you didn't help the algorithm by not sharing my shit. That's the problem.
Well,
if
and-
you would
and
have shared it from the beginning, like I told you
and-
to,
and can we
then
s-
everybody would have saw it.
Can
you
I
got to
tell?
contribute.
Can I tell you guys the algorithm breaker? Sharing ain't the one. Comments are
Yeah.
Comments,
not your thumbs up, not your fucking heart.
If you look, if
Comments.
You
We
look,
get
if
four.
You, look at my, if
You get
look at my
four
feed,
fucking comments on a post that blows up. Everybody sees it.
man.
4.
And if you
And
look at
2
my
of them
feed,
can be you.
if you look at my feed,
Right,
sometimes I
yeah.
ask a question.
Thanks
because
for
I'm
that
trying to
tip.
start a
Hour?
fight.
Yes, I know. I know. What is it called? Clickbait.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you got to do it.
You got to.
I be saying something.
And you
just
gotta
to
comment if
kinda-
you
And
love
when I
it.
say clickbait, hold on. Let me roll that back. When I say clickbait, ma'am, Mrs., young ladies, women, that doesn't mean
Show your ass. That's what
I don't
want to
see all your stretch marks.
That's
I
what
don't
they
care
gonna
what
do.
Kendrick
Damn,
Lamar
why you
said.
put
I
that-
don't want to see
You put the
it.
stretch marks on blessed.
Every day.
These poor girls is trying to
and
make a
stop
living on
fighting-
OnlyFans. Give them a break.
And to stop finding your worth.
Hey,
there.
kudos
Stop
to
finding
them.
your worth there.
That part.
Stop
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Stop finding
feel-
your worth.
yeah,
I
don't
support.
like
I
it.
support a woman in anything
There's
she
so
do.
much more. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Because we all here, out
But
here
some
trying to
shit's more
survive and
embarrassing than
thrive.
others.
But man, when you don't really have no substance behind it, and it's not even for a cause, like if you're twerking for some cancer, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna throw money.
Okay?
Yeah, I got GoFundMe's
And
different.
you better be shaking hard.
But it,
Hard twerking,
Hard.
goddammit.
But
If we're giving you a new liver, goddammit, we don't need some ass working.
and
That
if
ain't
you're-
fair.
And most importantly, please understand if you're gonna do it for someone else's establishment, make sure that you're getting
Yeah,
paid.
look at y'all. You're like you just drank fire.
Paid. Get your money, sister. Don't be out there shaking your ass out in that hot ass sun for no reason now, baby. You better get your just desserts.
Man,
Hey, so
Okay. Back to the gang. Back to the gang.
Before we wrap up, tell us about the event. How do we get tickets?
Okay,
What are
so
we doing? What
event
day it
is going September 13th, excuse me.
13th, nice.
September 13th. It's my birthday weekend.
Is that a Friday, Saturday?
16, my birthday.
oh, we gotta look that up.
Friday,
September
Saturday.
16, my
My 10th,
birthday. Yeah.
Virgos. Okay.
That's right. That's right. Oh,
So yeah, I had a choice. I could either go on a cruise or I could do this.
You know you want this.
I did. I reserved.
Your ass don't
I
wanna
reserved the
rest.
date. I was like, do I really want to do that for my birthday? I mean, yeah, now I do.
Yeah, you want to party for your birthday over at the and make it right. And I feel like you're trying to make it right a little
I
bit.
am because I
so-
want to show you what it was supposed to be.
That's what I feel
Yeah.
like this show is. I feel like this show.
It's not a talent show. It's a real art show.
So whenever you guys get a flyer for it, whenever
Yes.
you guys get everything for it, send
I
it to us,
will.
please, and I'll promote it.
I will.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to promote it for
Listen,
you
I'm
guys.
not. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to write off, post it as an event on Facebook. We're not. I need y'all to look for the paper work. Follow the trail.
Yeah.
And if you are out there and you,
If you know, you
have
know.
a talent, if you need help looking for a house, a place to stay, you need some diapers, whatever you need, ma'am.
It's Mom and them.
Let's
Oh, yeah,
go.
it's Mom
Look
and
for
them.
that flyer because I'm telling you
It'll
right
help you
now,
out.
that flyer will have all the resource that you need.
That part.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's hashtag Girl Gang 2025.
Girl Gang 2025.
That's
It's
what
a
it is.
revolution.
You headlining this show?
It's a revolution.
Where is this?
You
gonna
where is
headline this
event
show?
at? Where's this event at?
Harvester
Again?
I'm trying to put it on her.
Harvester Arts.
You gonna let her?
15?
Shh, I'm trying to make it work. Hold on. You gonna let her headline this show? Who's headlining this show?
Everyone, all the
pushing it.
ladies
I'm
are
pushing it.
headliners.
This gonna be some fun.
It is.
If I can make it, me and Aaron will be there.
It is a full
I
production.
cannot.
Full
We
production.
cannot always
I'd love to be
guarantee
there.
that we can be everywhere.
I
But
live
if
in Winfield right now. so
well,
I'm
and
not
Aaron
really-
plays in multiple bands that play on every Friday and Saturday night, and I have kids and all
I'm
that
also
shit.
looking for
But if we can make it, we would love to be
young
there.
revolutionary girl bands. I am also looking
Oh,
for
shoot, baby, I got you.
women
Yeah, we need
artists.
that.
in
There's a
any-
women
any
artist
level.
on our payroll right here.
Okay,
This-
see
I
what I'm
just
saying?
did, yeah.
Annie-
just applied
Annie
to
is
the-
part of
If you're a
Liquid Sugar.
comedian, if you're a comedian,
She's
if
a
you're
lead singer.
painter, if you are somebody who works for
poetry.
government, if you are somebody who doesn't work, if you're some, you know what I'm saying?
We don't
like,
want them non-working bitches.
If you're a
Come on,
nanny,
now.
ooh, you better stop.
Come on. I don't want them non-working motherfuckers either. I don't want none of
Cut his
them.
fucking mic.
I don't want nobody lazy. When we're trying to put festivals and shit together, I don't want no lazy ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, I need volunteers.
We need people that are
Yes.
willing to hustle because putting shit together is not easy.
Listen, I have a 15-year-old on the roster, and she'll be running her own segment for children.
There you go.
This is what I'm saying.
What do you
I'm
mean by her
starting
own
them
segment?
young.
What she got? What she
She's in
trying to
charge
do?
of her own model segment. She is a
Nice.
model coach.
Yeah.
She is
Oh,
teaching
shoot.
the children.
See, look at you. Look at you
Yeah,
raising
no.
good people.
Yes. that's
See,
what I'm
this is
saying.
always something we can get behind. You guys are always doing
Mm-hmm.
fucking awesome
You
shit.
always got something going on, man.
Well, you
could be one
inspire
of-
people. That's what I
No.
like about you. That's what you build
She
people
could be
up.
one of them. She could
Yeah.
be one of them that pop.
She
on
builds
every
people up,
6
right?
months.
Yeah.
Just fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
what I love about her.
Most
She
definitely.
build people up.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to dedicate yourself to other people's art. And I feel like that's what me and Aaron have tried to do for a long time. And it's nice to see someone else working as hard for the same thing. And so there is nothing y'all could do that we wouldn't help you support.
Absolutely.
It's mom and them.
As mom and them.
Yeah.
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 So before we end this,
Yeah.
is there anything that any three of y'all want to say, or Ma, you want to say something? Any of y'all want to get something in?
Moss-
Y'all got 5
Moss-
minutes. Get something
Moss
in.
ain't saying nothing
Come
on
on
this
now.
interview. He can come back another time.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna do Maz without
Stay
y'all.
over there, then.
Don't you do it.
Yeah. So
Come
it's
over here.
so
This
you
is
guys got a
girl
platform.
energy. Girl energy.
Right. Girl gang.
Yeah,
Girl
girl
gang.
girl gang.
Girl
Tell
gang.
us anything
Hey.
y'all want to tell us.
Hey,
Make sure
love
we
y'all.
find.
Watch out.
Y'all watch out.
Say it
for
one
Girl
more
Gang.
time. What's your all your
Hey, Miss V on all platforms. MISS space V on all streaming services.
what's the
Miss
one you
V.
get the most hits on? Spotify.
I
Apple?
would say Spotify and Apple Music.
Okay,
are like
so
my most.
whatever
So go
one she
there.
gets the most hits on, that's the one you go to, motherfuckers. Don't go to that
Thank
one
you.
ain't nobody listening to. Somebody
And
just
love
trying to
yourself.
get that
Love
money.
yourself,
So fucking
okay?
diesel.
Love yourself and worry about yourself.
Jatira, you got anything you want to share, honey?
If you mind your business, your edges might grow.
Oh shit!